So this weekend I decided to order pizza. And yeah, nothing exciting about ordering pizza. But I decided, I wasn't going to get it from like Domino's or Pizza Hut or any of those like normal nationwide chains. But I decided to get it from a nice local place. And, because I wanted like a home style feeling pizza. And, the delivery guy gets here. And it's what you typically expect of your local chain type thing pizza place. And older fellow had a nice scruffy goatee going on and seemed really nice and everything. And as soon as he turned around and walked away, and I could see in the back of his pants was a handgun. And of course, the state I live in, and you can't conceal and carry. You have to open carry. So he had it tucked in his pants, but he had it. Well, he might have had a back holster too for that, but he had a shirt over, like tucked behind it, so that you could see it. And I just thought, that's rather interesting. I mean, I don't live in a horrible neighborhood or anything by any means. I live in a very nice neighborhood, very safe, no crime rate. But that doesn't mean that everywhere this guy delivers to is safe. And which brings us to my topic, which today is guns, or firearms, or however you want to say it. And kind of how I think and feel about firearms, which I was discussing this with my mom. She's like, what do you mean you're going to talk about firearms? It's like, well, everybody has their opinion on firearms, and in this country we have the right to bear arms, which I think is a wonderful thing. And some people will, well, that's, gun control, people shouldn't be allowed to have guns and that kind of stuff. Well, to that I say, not every country has, this right. And you're like, well, that's crazy. But I've done some reading up and some research. I won't really say research. I've seen some videos from like Great Britain, where apparently in Great Britain it is illegal for the average person to own a handgun or any sort of firearm of that matter. And kitty fur everywhere because he just got off my lap, sorry. And it's illegal to own a firearm for your normal private citizen. And but that doesn't, however, prevent a criminal, someone who's already of the mindset that they are breaking the law, they don't care, their respect for the law is non-existent. They've already decided that who cares if I'm going to break into your house, who really cares whether I'm breaking into your house with a weapon? And because you can't have one and you're a good upstanding citizen, well, too bad for you. I have the weapon and you don't. You can't protect yourself. And I think in our country that we take for granted sometimes that as people who have the right to bear arms, that doesn't mean that means we're crazy and everybody's going to have respect for that. You should have respect for something that is so powerful, that has the ability to allow someone to take a life or to injure someone. Obviously, that you should have great respect when you use something like that, it's not a toy, it's not something just to play around with, but it is a tool to do a great many things. I mean, you have hunting, you can go hunting with a rifle. Obviously, I don't hunt, so I'm using the wrong terms. Oops. But, I mean, or you can use it to defend yourself from someone who is trying to invade your house or try to steal from your property or take your family. I mean, they already have no concern for you or your well-being, and why should you be concerned with theirs? Wouldn't your concern be your protection? And if you're armed, that kind of evens the playing field. You should be able to protect your family by whatever means you feel is necessary to actually be able to protect yourself. And I think, sometimes we think gun control, certain people shouldn't be able to have guns. Well, I think that there should be a better job of teaching people about guns and gun safety more than saying, oh, you shouldn't have access. Well, you should probably just worry about safety of, making sure that people who access to them also go through the proper course of getting the gun. That sometimes the means by which someone gets a gun or gets a firearm is the way in which it becomes dangerous and becomes not safe for others, and not necessarily the weapon itself, because a tool without being used is pointless. I mean, you could hurt someone or kill someone with so many other things. I mean, people are allowed to drive cars, and you can hurt people and kill people with cars. But, you know, everyone's going, oh, no one should drive. Well, no, obviously not. I mean, it's a means of transportation. It has its use. It is a tool. It's a device to get people from one place to another. Well, a firearm of any type has its purpose. If it's for defense, if it's for safety, if it's for hunting, for providing food, I mean, it has its purpose. But you should not blame the tool for the user's way of manipulating the tool. And I kind of want to know everyone's opinion on this. That's one of the reasons I did this, was, you know, I want to see what you guys have to say. You know my ideas. If you want to make a comment, comment below, or send me a video response. I can't wait to see your guys' responses. Please let me know. And have a great day. Toodles!